Hey everyone, it is the Chaplain here. Welcome to Axis and Allies 1914. This is episode 1. Myself and my buddy Greg playing a little bit of 1914 here. I am the Allied Powers. Greg is the Central Powers. We are still early in round 1. It is currently France's turn, which is myself. We've had some interesting developments. So, as you can see here, we've got some Germans invading Switzerland and Belgium. We've also left Alsace a little bit open, feeling a little froggy about some IPCs I might gather. We're in an interesting situation since we're playing online. I'm going to take my French turn and then I'm going to take my British turn all in the same video, hopefully. So get ready for that. As France, again, this is early round 1, I'm purchasing an infantry for 3 and 5 artillery for 20. So that is all of my monies. The first French thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move this Frenchman from French West Africa into the Gold Coast. I'm having difficulty too, since this is my first game on the YouTube, figuring out how to manhandle my camera and also move my pieces. Do I look at the board or do I look at the camera? If I look at the camera, I'm gonna knock some pieces over with my big bare hands. So there's that. This gentleman here in Algeria is going to load up on this transport, and he is going to take a little boat ride over to Portugal. Yes, you heard me right, Portugal. So I will claim Portugal. Let me grab my, I should have done better, Rob. Should have had your pieces ready. Claim Portugal for France. Vive la France. I know they didn't say that yet, but I'm saying it now. So I will activate 3 infantry. 1, 2, and 3. Activate 3 infantry and an artillery. Excellent. My next French move will be to load up this infantryman onto this transport from Tunisia and C-Zone 16. Excuse me. He is being transported, since you have to do all of your moves in 1 turn. He's being transported to Egypt. Sorry, that was not on the viewfinder. My gentleman from Morocco is moving into Algeria. Take that off the board. I'm using these great ships from my global 1940 game because I don't have those fancy Risk arrows. I'm hoping to get some soon. The battleship and cruiser in 16 are moving to C-Zone 14. There's that. This battleship and transport are also moving to 16. So what are the French doing here? I'm going to send from Lorraine into Alsace 1 French infantry. I know it seems a little arbitrary, a little 3 for 3 trade-off here, but you know, it is what it is. The next thing I'm going to do, from Lorraine, I have 5 infantry remaining and 2 artillery. They will be assaulting along with the 6 infantry and 2 artillery in Picardy. So there will be 11 total infantry coming in. I'm trying to get all this on the viewfinder and keep a steady hand here. I have a tripod. It's in my hand. I just can't seem to get the right angle on the board to make this all happen. Then, because of the plane rules in the game, my fighter will give me air supremacy in the battle for Belgium. Because I will have land units in that territory, the rule book is ambiguous / pretty precise on what it says about the ability to do that. I will then be moving as a non-combat, since you're supposed to declare everything together. 6 infantry and 2 artillery from Burgundy to Lorraine, 6 infantry and 2 artillery from Paris to Burgundy. My infantry from Bordeaux into Marseille. That's what I wanted. Any other French units on the board? Okay, so we only have 1 battle to roll out, and that is here in Belgium. There will be 11 infantry versus 11 infantry and my 4 artillery versus his, I believe, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, I have air supremacy because I have a fighter and he does not. So here we go to the dice box. I have 11 infantry, so there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 infantry, 4 artillery, so that will boost 4 of my infantry, but I have air supremacy, so there's a 4. So 4s, 3s, and 2s, but then my plane gets a strafe run, so that is a hit. Hey, look at that. I've never seen the plane get a hit. It's ridiculous. In all my years playing this game, probably not that many, there's a hit. So, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't remember if he's removed from play as a casualty now or if he gets to return fire, but we're just gonna let him return fire because that's what I like. So there's 1 hit. Here are my 2s. These are my unsupported infantry. Try to roll a little bit better. I've got 1, 2, 3 more hits. There's 1, 2, 3. So there's 4 hits total. I'll get those out of there. We've got, these are my supported infantry, so these are 3s. I've got 1, 2, 3 more hits. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits total. And then my Air Supreme artillery rolls, I need 4s. I've got 1, 2 more hits. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 hits. And I'm going to assume he's going to lose them on his infantry. So I'm going to go ahead and ship him out for that. Tough battle. Tough, tough, tough. 9 hits. All right, so he has 11 artillery. I'm sorry, he has 11 infantry, which defended a 3, and 5 artillery, so he has 15. So 4, 8, 12, 15, and we're looking for 3s here. Greg, I hope you don't hit these. Let's see, 3s. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hits. That's a 5, that's a 6. Okay, so 5 hits. 5 hits? I can't count. That's 6 hits. I'm so sorry. 6 hits. Excuse me. All right, I'm gonna lose 6 infantry. So I will chip this all out. Territory becomes contested. So I'll flip the marker over. I'll get a little closer here with the elbow. I'll flip that over. I'm getting rid of 6 infantry. So I will have easy there. Where'd that infantry go? Did I really don't remember. Oh, nope, that's not him. Where did he go? Well, this is embarrassing. I had 11, I took off 6, I have 5. And 4 artillery. Really don't know where he went. Guys, if he shows up later in the video in some random territory, let me know, and I'll get rid of him. So, France has contested Belgium, which is great. France has gone up 3 for taking Alsace, and 2 for taking Portugal. So France will move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 29, which is great. Quick French recap, and then we'll move on to the British after I place my new units. In Paris, I'm placing 5 artillery and 1 infantry. All right, French recap. Let's see here. French infantry in Gold Coast, French infantry in Algeria, French infantry in Egypt. I've also then got 2 battleships, a cruiser and 2 transports in Sea Zone 14. In Portugal, I have an artillery and 4 infantry. Let's see if I can steady this thing here. Do this a little bit more professionally. Nope, probably not. I need an upgrade already. An infantry in Marseille. I've got an infantry in Brest. I've got an infantry in Picardy. Came from Brest. The one in Bordeaux went up to Brest. An infantry and 5 artillery in Paris. 6 infantry, 2 artillery in Burgundy. 6 infantry, 2 artillery in Lorraine. 5 infantry, 4 artillery in contested Belgium. That is the French turn. So the French will now collect 29. I saved 1. So I'll take the 1 out and I'll collect 30. I'll just take 1 from here because this is where I had my purchases. 30. I've got some music going again. Ooh. This game, here's another beef I have with this game. It doesn't give you enough pieces. Does it pull the British pieces out? Get ready for this. England, with their purchases, will buy 2 fighters and 2 artillery for 20, and then 3 infantry, which I don't have right now, in the box, and I will save $1. So I'm gonna save $1. I'm gonna put all these guys just kind of off to the side for a second here on my table, so I can put the money away. Put it to the bank, honestly, that's what I do. All right, first combat. Union of South Africa sending an infantry and an artillery into Southwest Africa. The Brits are gonna play a tango game with the Germans here. British East Africa. Where are you on the viewfinder? There we go. British East Africa, moving into German East Africa. There we go. That's 2. All right. Over here in Afghanistan, I'm sending an artillery and an infantry. Nope. Let's do this first. Infantry and artillery are being transported. Okay. 1, 2 into Arabia. So I will claim Arabia and adjust my income for that. But I'm also activating now an infantry and artillery here. So praise the Lord, I don't have to pull any infantry out of the box that I don't have in the box. So that's fun. Since I have to declare all my moves, I'm sending 5 infantry and an artillery. I could probably chip that artillery out. I'll get it eventually, you guys. Into Afghanistan, so 5 infantry and an artillery into Afghanistan, so we'll have to do that combat. This cruiser in C-Zone 29 is moving 1, 2, 3 to join that cruiser there. This transport is transporting an infantry and artillery into Transjordan, which will be supported by an offshore bombardment from the battleship that moved from 29 into 27 into 28. And then the rest of the infantry will just walk across along with the 1 artillery. So I'll get an offshore shot there. Other English moves. I'm moving my fleet up in C-Zone 2 down into C-Zone 14 to join the French. I know it's weird. Why didn't you move any men with that? I'm taking this infantry from Scotland and I'm moving him to Yorkshire. But I'm going to steal this infantry. God bless America. As I knock stuff over, I have to sing random songs to keep myself from getting annoyed at myself. So Scotland is empty. But hey, look, I've got an infantry. I can bring them over here to Afghanistan where I have 5 infantry. So let me chip this out. 4 light blue and 1. There we go. See, I told you I'd figure it out. Oh, ye of little faith. Okay. So as far as British battles are concerned, the only fight I have is Afghanistan and Transjordan. So let us do Afghanistan first. Let me get all these dice out of the box from the earlier battle. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 infantry, 1 artillery, which boosts 1 infantry. So I have 4 at 2 and 2 at 3. And defending will be an infantry and artillery for the Afghans. So here are some 2s. I got 2 hits, that's all I needed. I will throw 2 at 3 for their defense. 1 hit, okay? So, 1 gone. Afghanistan is mine. I don't mind using the gray chips, but man, I'd love some fancy arrows. I'll get there. Gotta make upgrades as you go, right? And then here, I have an offshore bombardment, which will be a 4. I'll go ahead and throw that now. That was a miss. Congratulations, battleship. You were inaccurate and ineffective. I have 6 infantry and 2 artillery. Total coming in. So 2, 4, 6, and 2. So here we go. I've got 6 infantry and 2 artillery. 2 infantry are boosted to 3s. Here are my 2s. Not a dadgum thing. I didn't really expect to hit with 2s. You know, honestly, they're just there for fodder. 3s. 2 hits. That is not what you want to see. Oh my goodness gracious. Only 2 hits. Great. Well, he has to leave an infantry, so he will get 3 shots at 3 defending. Sorry, I'm switching hands here. I'm getting real fancy over here with the way that I store all my stuff. Just give you a little insight. Sorry for my foot. Didn't mean for that to be there. I'm playing in my basement. I call it my mobile command center, but really this game is played wherever I can fit it, you know? All right, so his defense, he had 3 at 3. And he had 1 hit. So I will lose an infantry. Great. That's what happens. I need to get another blue chip. Fantastic. All right. And then I will show you my English forces recap after I place my new units. And this is contested. Scoot this back here. This is now contested, so I'll put this marker upside down. I put little red dots on the bottom of all my roundels in 1940 and in 1914. I really like the idea of having them indicate all your moves, but honestly, I need them to indicate that in 1914 at least it's a contested territory. So for the record, this is all a mental thing right here. I have that Ottoman soldier retreating. All right, recap disposition of forces after I place my units here in India. And then I have 3 infantry, which I don't have in the box. So I'm trying to see if I can steal them from anywhere else. I don't believe that I can. I don't think, not even over there. Nope. Dadgummit. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I bought 3 infantry. I will make a gray stack. There are 1, 2 chips and a British marker on top to indicate these are British infantrymen. 3 infantry. I think I need to buy another version of this game. Okay, disposition of forces, collect income. I have in India 2 fighters, 3 infantry, and 2 artillery. Imperial March is coming on, fantastic. In Afghanistan, I have an artillery and 4 infantry. In Saudi Arabia, I have 2 infantry and 2 artillery. In Transjordan, I have 5 infantry and 2 artillery. C-Zone 28, 2 transports, and a battleship. In Anglo-Egyptian Sudan, 1 infantry. In German East Africa, 1 infantry. In Rhodesia, now Kenya, 1 infantry. In Southwest Africa, infantry and artillery. In C-Zone 14, I have a cruiser and a transport. In C-Zone 19, I have 2 British cruisers. In Canada, 6 infantry, 2 artillery. In Yorkshire, they have the best pudding, 2 infantry. Wales has 4 infantry and an artillery. And London itself has 6 infantry and 2 artillery. That is my disposition of forces. I am going to now adjust my income. I took Southwest Africa, German West Africa. So that's 1, 2. I took Afghanistan for 3 and Arabia for 4. So England will be up 4. So it was at 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 34. I saved 1, so I will put my 1 back and just collect 35. Fun fact for you, if you care, I sing my son songs every night to sleep. And a lot of the times I have to make up the songs. And he made me make up the Darth Vader song. So I took the Imperial March and I just made up some lyrics to it. If you're lucky, you might get that one day. All right, that was France and UK. Up next is Ottomans, turn 1, and then Italy and America, and that is the end of round 1. This is the chaplain. I'll be praying for you.